today we have a guest. Introduce your name. Labas! Good as I can. As I cannot focus doing this. Adam, don't touch, please. Adam! I cannot focus doing this video. Please, Adam, let Mama finish this video, Adam, because it's been a week since I haven't uploaded anything.
One eternity later.
So, unfortunately, it affected my hearing, and in my left area of my ear, I cannot hear completely. And yeah, I think I had it when I was, let's say, 2-3 years old, and even by then I started to have that liquid in my ear, and sadly my parents cannot bring me to the hospital. I don't know, is it because of our financial problem, or I don't know, maybe my parents just thought that it's like normal, or it was just gonna go away. But unfortunately it did not. Until a few years more, I got the mastocytitis. Mastocytitis is the thing where it grow in the back of your ear. Here, in my case, it grows in the back of your ear, and it will basically swollen in there, and it will be like red, and it would be like I don't know, like a mountain. I don't know how to explain that in English, but it's like hubag. We call it hubag, and it was hot. I remember it was hot and it was painful. And then one day it just exploded, maybe because the bacteria overate my skin, or yeah, I think my skin or my meat inside my ear, and it just couldn't hold all those bacteria, and so it exploded. And from that day I have the hole inside or in the back of my ear, and as you can see, I still have that now. And that is really a bad sign that it really worsened my situation or my ear, because that situation shouldn't come, because when you have that swollen in the back of your ear, you should go to the doctor right away, because what they will gonna do is that they will gonna operate that, and they will gonna remove those bacteria or those infection. So they will gonna, then you won't have that hole in the back of your ear like mine. I have now 2 holes in one ear, and every time I go swimming or take a bath or shower, it always, like, the water always goes into my ear. So that's worsened the situation, because there's more water and, you know, more bacteria inside. And if you touch your ear, there's this bone which divided your ear and your brain. And what's happening now is that that bone in the back of my ear is having those bubble kind of like holes or bubbles. That's because the ear is also coming inside my ear, and it creates those bubble in the bones or in the bone. Although the doctor said that my ear is trying to heal itself, they said that the mother nature is trying to heal itself, but because of the big damage that the bacteria or the infection did to my ear, it couldn't heal itself, sadly. So I think 2 months ago we went to the doctor for the first time. My ear got checked, and actually the doctor was pretty shocked, because she couldn't believe that I hadn't gone to any doctor for ear checkup. But then I have a good news, guys. Finally, this June 15, I will have my surgery. And even though the doctor cannot really promise if I will recover my hearing, but at least the ear infection, that liquid, that smell will be gone because they were gonna take that and the back of my ear they were gonna sew it. Well, at first they were gonna open it like that, open my ear, the back of my ear, and just remove those bacteria or those infections, and they were gonna sew it back so there will be no holes finally, hopefully. And I, of course, I will also gonna film that when I can. I'm trying not to think or not to remember those sad days where the sad days where I suffered a lot because of this ear infection. Maybe a lot of you think that it's not a big of a deal, but it is. Growing up, I got bullied even from my relatives or my family. As I said before, I have 12 siblings, and or siblings bullying or teasing each other cannot be avoided. So that happens to me a lot of times, and that's no big deal at all. But then when I started to going to school, a lot of my classmates would also tease or bully me because I smell, and it got worse when I go to the city or to high school. Most of my bullies are guys, and that really makes my self-esteem disappear. Like, I distance myself from a lot of people because every time I got close to people or to my classmates, and they would do like, like the talking to your ear, I cannot hear in the back. I cannot hear in one ear, and plus it smells. And when I was in high school, I wasn't with my parents, which makes it more sad or difficult because I couldn't open up, like if I don't have the money to buy cotton buds, and which I don't have. Just act like a normal student in high school, but it's impossible because of that ear infection. And there were a lot of embarrassing moments where I have to face before. For example, in the school, there were like nurse, to inspect the students, the ear, the mouth, the whatever, the nails. And every time that nurse will come to our classroom, I would always find like reason or excuse not to be checked because I cannot imagine how embarrassing, or you cannot imagine how embarrassing it is for me to show it to strangers, especially if it's not my mom or my dad. I get so embarrassed and so awkward. So what I did before, I would just do cutting class or just be absent because I cannot, like, it is so embarrassing. And yeah, that's the reason that I don't really have a lot of friends in high school or even until now. Because I don't have a confidence to you know to be surrounded by a lot of people, because I always feel so cautious that what if they can smell me, or what if they will see it, what would you think they would. And then I always have this in my mind that for sure they will judge me, for sure they will gonna gossip about me, or for sure they will distance themselves from me. And also another thing is that it makes me so uncomfortable, especially when, like, I can feel that the liquid is running out from my ear. And I was going to university here, and I would always find like a chair where I am far away, or it is just me in the row where no one is close or no one is in my left side, because I'm scared that they will see it. And that's really like sad and really depressing at the same time. So if you're wondering if Linus knew, yeah, he knew. I told him before even he married me, because I'm thinking, what if like Linus is like a sensitive into bad smell. But luckily when he smelled my ear for the first time, he doesn't really like vomit or something like that. He just asked is that the ear infection? And I was even so hesitant and even like, I don't know, like scared or like annoyed at the same time. It is because I wasn't feeling like so confident on sharing it to him, but yeah, I did. And I asked him if he feel disgusted. He said no, he actually feel like he would help me to heal this as soon as possible. So yeah, now we're going to this. Finally, I've been dreaming of this day. I've been dreaming of this for so long, like you cannot even imagine. And now finally it's happening. So I hope and I pray that I will recover from this. Even though it is very sad because I will be staying in the hospital for 5 days away from Adam. It is because of the coronavirus. I cannot bring Adam, or no one can visit me. It will just be alone in the hospital. I will gonna go there alone. And I will stay for 5 days. I cannot see Adam for 5 days. I don't know how it will gonna go, but I hope for the best. So that's it. I will be updating more about this in a few days. So thank you guys for watching. And before I will end this, if you have someone or friends or just know someone that have this, and perhaps if you have a family member who have it, don't ignore, because it is not, sometimes it is not just a simple like water that goes into your ear. It can cause lost hearing and a lot more than that. So always go to the doctor and check it just to make sure. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys learned something. Don't judge someone who have it, because it's not our fault and you don't know what we are going through because of this bungog or ear infection. Don't laugh on people because you don't know how difficult it is to live every day having this. So stay safe, guys, and always be kind. See you next time.